I saw Goldie, when I saw Superfly, I saw Willie Dynamite. I'm like, I want to be like that nigga. But I don't want to be a pimp. I want to have a lot of bitches, but I don't want to own them. I don't want to, you know what I mean, take money from them, you know what I mean? I want to dress like that. I want to be able to have that fly ass, you know, but you know what I mean? So we want the trappings of the things that drug dealers and maybe some criminals may have, but we don't want to be that, okay? We never aspired to be that. And if you look at the truest of hip hop artists, none of them never got involved in none of that shit.
Right.
But now, if you look at hip hop today, it's flooded. It's flooded because the streets had the wherewithal to get involved in hip hop on their own. Ain't in no position, nigga. I pay you to go and make me a record or whatever. Or they started up record companies or something, or start managing hip hop artists or protecting hip hop artists, and that's all how all that element came into the music business.
You think it was beneficial for them to become a part or detrimental to hip hop for them to
I
become
think
a
it
part?
helped some artists by having that element behind them. I think record companies were taking advantage of a lot of artists who weren't gangsters or didn't come with the streets, you know, until somebody had somebody with them that was from the streets or somebody that was, wait, fuck that. They ain't do what? They ain't give you what? Or you ain't, and let's run up in that motherfucker, man. And then the mentality started and people started getting hip to like, yo, I might need some muscle with me, you know what I mean? And start dealing with it. And that's where the element came in. Security, I think, was the first street involvement in hip hop when you got security. Whether it's a team of security or personal security, those were the first gangsters you know what I mean, involved in hip hop.
So you relied on them. You relied on them.
Right. You relied on. Somebody did at some point. I never had that. I never had that. When my man Disco Wiz got knocked, like he was like the muscle. It was just me and him. And me, I'm a hip hop nigga. I'm playing music. All right. If something happened or gotta happen, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But him, nigga, say something wrong, man, and that's it. And we would walk down the street, man, Puerto Ricans, because he was half Cuban, half Puerto Rican. Me and him walking down the street like night and day walking together. But we both fly, you know what I mean? Puerto Rican walk by. Moreno. As soon as I hear that Moreno shit, I'll be like, oh shit. Nigga, really took my Knock that nigga out, he was shit back, and we just walk away. I don't know how many niggas he left in the street behind that shit right there. You know what I mean? So when he got knocked, everybody else that was down with me from there on was under me, younger than me, or whatever, you know what I mean? Niggas I went to school with, that was cool. I never had that hard rock, that gang, that gun, niggas with guns element around me. You know what I mean? And I ain't want it. I see what happened to my man. You know what I mean? So a lot of people did need that or got extorted, you know, in the sense that, you know, nigga, you want to come out and be safe out here? Fuck with me, fuck with us, or whatever. And then that's how they got that crew or that protection or whatever. And I think that's how the gang element permeated the culture. As far as the record companies, they gangsters anyway. That's a whole different kind of motherfucking gangsterdom right there that you walking into. The first fucking company, you know what I mean? Sugar Hill Records, gangsters was behind that shit. Help fund it or whatever. So once you cross over into the realm of, you know, record companies and business, yeah, you're in a gangster world.
How do you feel? How do you feel about the way hip hop is being depicted now, being that it took a complete shift into that sort of arena?
I think right now hip hop is in the corporate arena, which is like another level of gangsterdom, but a higher level of gangsterdom. The next one after that is the government. Okay, but I just feel like it's culturally it's still in our hands. All right, as far as the business is concerned, we have no control. We have no say so. And even the people that
Explain.
have a say so, they have a say so, but they ain't don't have a say so for us. You
Expl-
understand what I'm saying? It's
Could
those that have been accomplished, that have passed a certain plateau, that those rules don't apply to. The rest of us are still struggling out here.
could you break that down as to what you mean about culturally? We still have
I
a
mean,
control over it.
culturally, I think we still control the narrative because everything starts from what we do. If we just stop doing shit, then what y'all gonna copy? What you gonna sell? All right, if we say, you know what, everybody leave your record company, stop doing all that shit. We're gonna do some black shit over here, and everybody just come over here. If we don't sell to the masses, if we ain't on the TV, if we ain't on radio, we don't give a fuck. We'll just sell to our people, hand to hand, whatever like that. Let's say we did some shit like that.
Well, what do you think it would take in order to get to that level?
It would take it would take something we've never been able to do.
What was that?
The unity.
Unity.
Unity. It would
Unified.
take us to be of one mind and move in one direction together. That's what it would take. And they've divided us, and we've divided ourselves on so many different levels. Everybody's out to protect what's theirs and what's theirs, and not and have a dim view of investing together for one big thing. It's like all the towns they burnt down, the Black Wall Streets and all that shit. We could do that shit today even bigger if everybody just stopped putting their money over here, you know what I mean, and invested into themselves. I think hip hop could have done that on a large level and still probably could, but the higher ups in hip hop are so invested into the other side, like
Right.
it had crossed over.
Right.